Alrighty guys, it finally happened. Matthew Stafford is out of Detroit. Now, according to a tweet by Adam Schefter, Detroit is dealing quarterback Matthew Stafford to the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for 2 future first-round picks, a third-round pick, and quarterback Jared Goff. This is absolutely insane and completely unexpected. Matthew Stafford has been with the Detroit Lions since 2009 and unfortunately has been stuck in an abysmal organization. But now he's out of Detroit and going to LA to pair up with mastermind head coach Sean McVay. So, who won this trade? And is Matthew Stafford the answer to LA's problems? Before the video starts though, we are going to be doing our first giveaway once we hit 100k. All you need to do is take a screenshot of you subscribed with the bell notification on and put it on your Instagram story. Then follow and tag us both for a chance to win an NFL jersey of your choice. The Detroit Lions traded away former number 1 overall pick Matthew Stafford to the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for Jared Goff, 2021 and 2022 first-round picks, and a 2023 third-round pick. Like I said, this trade came out of nowhere, and personally, I think this is great for Los Angeles. This past season, the Rams managed to slip into the playoffs behind not really a well-played season by Jared Goff. The Rams are coming off of a 10-6 season where they beat the Seattle Seahawks in the wild card before falling in the divisional round to the Green Bay Packers, who were just the better team, let's be honest with each other. The Rams had the best defense in the league though, and were dominant in many other aspects. The Los Angeles offense features impressive rookie running back Cam Akers and Cooper Kupp on the outside. Sean McVay has a very good football team underneath him, and now he's gotten rid of the worst contract on the team and a player that was a huge liability. Jared Goff is coming off of a season where he played 15 games and went 9-6 as a starter. He actually struggled mightily this season, throwing for 3,952 yards and 20 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. And while that season isn't completely awful compared to prior seasons, it's important to note that Jared Goff did have struggles last season as well, and has ultimately been a liability for this team and holding them back, to be honest, in my opinion. I think Jared Goff has held this team back, and I think getting rid of him is a huge step in the right direction for LA if they want to have a win now mindset. Now, getting Matthew Stafford for the Rams is huge. Matthew Stafford, like I said, has been in Detroit since 2009 and has been with an abysmal organization. Now, he has the opportunity to step into a new system with a head coach that seems to actually know what he's doing, unlike Matt Patricia, and I just personally believe Matthew Stafford has been slept on for a while. Jackson is a huge advocate for Matthew Stafford, and personally, I haven't kept my eyes on him as much, but when I do watch him, I see that this guy is a good quarterback. No, he's not top of the top, but he can win you games if you give him the right pieces. This allows the Rams to build around Matthew Stafford and continue to have that team, that dominant defense, and that stout running game. If Matthew Stafford can connect immediately with Cooper Kupp, I don't see why this team can't be a contender. The Lions, on the other hand, went 5-11 in 2020 and haven't won a playoff game since 1991. Again, I reiterate how awful this organization has just been overall and just been horrible at building a team. Star wide receiver Kenny Golladay is now a free agent, leaving a weak Detroit offense. The key for the Lions in this trade isn't Goff though. It's important to note that Goff could merely be a contract dump for the Lions. The most important piece of this trade is the 2 first-round picks. The Lions are a complete mess, and they will only get worse after losing Stafford. I truly believe that. But the rebuild starts here, and those first-round picks will help a ton. I truly believe that getting rid of Matthew Stafford was a step in the right direction for the Lions to start rebuilding. They now need to go after a young quarterback in the draft and find a way to build around him and not make the same mistakes they made with Stafford. If they could get a guy like Trey Lance or Zach Wilson, I'm sure they'd be able to build around him and make a somewhat competent organization that could compete in the NFC North. And as you all know, the Detroit Lions just hired a new head coach in Dan Campbell, who was formerly the assistant to the head coach and tight ends coach for the New Orleans Saints. Now, if Campbell can coach his team in the right direction and Brad Holmes finds a way to bring in good pieces to form around Zach Wilson or Trey Lance or any other young young quarterback that they could draft, I see that this organization could be moving in the right direction. They have a long way to go. It's important to note that. But these are the steps that they need to take in order to form a competent football team because they have just been awful. This trade is a big answer to if Jared Goff is a bust or not. Unfortunately, the answer trends towards yes. Goff just got shipped away for a player that has never won a playoff game in his career and was drafted 7 years prior to him. Goff, so far, definitely looks like a bust. I very much think that the Rams won this trade. They got a player that can still play football at a high level and someone that can not lose games for you and ultimately come in clutch when he needs to. Like we said earlier, Jared Goff is not going to be this big thing for Detroit. At least I don't think so. Even if he was, if Jared Goff couldn't succeed in the Sean McVay Los Angeles Rams offense, I highly doubt that he could succeed in an offense like Detroit. I am super stoked to see Matthew Stafford go out to a new team and get this opportunity to even go to the playoffs because he really hasn't had that opportunity. Now, the debate is still out there of whether or not Stafford is elite or not, but I guess we'll see how Matthew Stafford is able to produce under a competent coach under a competent organization. Matthew Stafford does not need to go to LA and stun the world. All he needs to do is play better than Goff. Thanks for watching, and again, if you want a chance to win an NFL jersey of your choice, take a screenshot of you subscribed with the bell notification on and put it on your Instagram story. Then follow and tag us both.